Death Valley, Clemson Memorial Stadium. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Clemson Tigers. Please stay to David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Georgia Tech's offense comes onto the field first today. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided for one side. Takes the handoff. It's Hosley. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Stumbled to the ground. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it. Hey, if they can stop him on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. All the way back to the 15. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So the Clemson Tigers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. This coaching staff, really this entire offense, is licking their chops to try to take advantage of this matchup. Running inside, it's Johnson. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Quarterback gets the first down. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lofts one deep down the right side. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Fires it. Got his man to the left. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And it looked like for a second, man, he was going to take that all the way. He was going to score, broke some tackles, made the play, down inside the 5. He finally gets wrapped up. Now this offense set up with a 1st and goal situation.
The Tigers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-way scoring drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. On target.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier, inbounds, and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Gets the back moving. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Clemson jumps to the line.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oak. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Johnson. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But no, there's a crease. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first inside the 37. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because...
Oh, he's got some space. Following the play, there is a Yellow Jacket who is shaken up. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. Now the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. Across the 15. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. This quarterback part of their running game. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Oh, they're after him. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He's on the move. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. The Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. Makes the catch at the 35. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clemson is quick to the line.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
The run inside. It's Haynes.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion.
There's some room. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like
a shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Reynolds. Finds his man. It's Moore. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Neutral zone. The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Pulls and fires complete. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Clemson looking to convert on 4th down. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. And the Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking for a man. It's Reynolds. Get it out on the screen. What a cut. Now he's loose. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, when it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass. You're letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can just get one into the hands of your back, get some blockers downfield. You don't obviously pick up an explosive play, but you get some good yards on that, and you give the opposing defense now something else to think about. You've got these screens in your back pocket, and you're going to use them.
You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff the year before. But Clemson returning back to humanity a year ago. Not a good season for them. And Jesse, they didn't go out and get the five-star commit in the portal. They didn't go out and pay a lot of money. They believe in developing it through high school and the guys they brought in.
Is it the guy, though? Because you mentioned it, David, and you're so right. When they had Deshaun Watson or they had Trevor Lawrence, they were the guy. They were the guy that took this offense, took this entire team to a national championship caliber level. They were true alphas at the quarterback position, and now we're going to find out if this new guy is the guy.
Now on the move. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
He'll take a shot. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Running inside, it's Johnson. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Off the play fake. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Got his man out of the backfield. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to throw, it's Reynolds. Here comes the heat. Right on the money. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on third down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Into the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Keeps it on the option. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Haynes. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The give on the option. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. A run for the quarterback. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Oh, and he got a hand on it. It's blocked. They will stop him short. Turn it over on downs.
And how about the push from the right side to be able to get a little bit of penetration, move those guys back, and then just flying in there, laying out, getting your hands on the football, tipping the football, and getting the block.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. To the air, it's Mendoza. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. This is a designed run. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Haynes. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Works his way forward. Has enough for the 1st down. Ball spotted at the 32. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Quarterback keeper. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback will keep it. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Catch in the middle. It's Allen. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with Colorado taking on the number 21 team, the Houston Cougars. And it's the Buffaloes able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now back to your game in Death Valley. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Dropping back, it's Reynolds. That's caught. It's Moore. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. It's complete to the right. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. Keeps it on first down. Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. This time he wants to throw. Rushes on him. Trying to get rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Behind the chains now on second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Now on the option. He'll keep it on second down. Maybe some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. And the Yellow Jackets have it in scoring position on first and goal. Sends it back in motion. On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll send the tight end in motion. That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. After that last play, there is a Clemson Tiger slow to get up. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. They believe in their running game on third and goal here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He'll return it. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this.
There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They mark it at the 29.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Running inside, it's Haynes. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. Some misdirection with the counter. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Scanning the field, it's Reynolds. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback gets enough. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. They'll run play action. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard defense, and now it's fourth down. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's a nice job by this kicker bouncing back. Last field goal gets blocked. Don't worry about it. Get that thing up in the air. Long field goals sometimes are low, but he drives the ball way up in the air and drives it through the uprights.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Looking down the middle. It's caught. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab on the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Most defenses are lucky if you have 1 good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country, and you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here today.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Back to pass, it's Reynolds. Here's a heat. Gets rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Release to the back. All by himself. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to fire. Big fella moving. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. On the move. Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And remember back, guys, the defense gives them the short field, and the offense takes care of business. And now building this lead and really putting pressure on the other side. The offense on the other side is going to have to get pass happy. So dial up that nickel, dial up that dime, get that pass defense ready.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that drive covered 40 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
33, Georgia Tech, 3.
Coming out with it, it's Smith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. To the air, it's Mendoza. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hosley. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Right back to it. Maybe a crease. Got enough for the first. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Always impressive to grind through in the late season and get a solid victory, and now it just keeps rolling as we turn our attention to what's in store for next week. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th-quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Great job by the defense, understanding what they were seeing. They played the read game beautifully, strung it out. Quarterback continues to drift to his left. No space to get through. Tackle for a loss for this defense.
The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Turns it loose. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Trying play action. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Wide receiver going in motion. They want to run this quarterback. Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on 3rd and long with the run, and nothing doing. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Pulls it on the option. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Red pass hits complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Motion from the wideout. Off play action on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Back to pass. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Jumped on top of the pile. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Reynolds. It's complete to the left. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Quarterback keeps it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down. And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.